logically isn't exactly right, because the sin, particularly depending on where you grew up in the church. You know, one time the church spent a lot of time, and then the compromise would always be go to the middle, which was average. And I think the church tends to do that. So what we do is say, oh my gosh, sin simply makes you human. Instead of walking around going, oh my gosh, I'm awful, I'm terrible, I'm all these things, look at how much word. We can't say that. But we can turn around and we can say, and we don't want to say this, a lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste. When you think about it. But in reality, that is the truth. God, us. We're not worthy state of mind. And Paul Sands, a theology professor at Baylor University, wrote, and I think a lot of us ask that. You know, can't I have a little feeling of pride? You know, that I'm terrible, I'm worthless, and there's no self-esteem. I mean, it's a phrase we throw around. They give more and more and more. Listen to the radio. And it doesn't mean that you needed your children, it doesn't mean that we needed our wives or you needed us. It's there's something about our nature, generally speaking, not all of us, that we reach a point in life that we just go, get over it. But if it makes you feel any better, we go back to the Old Testament and look at the story of Nebuchadnezzar. He's serving the sin of the first person in the sin. People not only put themselves before others, but they separate themselves and cover it in religious piety. May went on and he wrote to be like that. Out of my way. I'm tired of waiting on anybody else. I've often said my coaching for the philosophy was, I'm going to do something. It may not be right. That there are gifts of the Spirit. You've got a moment of pride. When Jesus was confronted and they said, are you the Son of God? Did his humility go, you're the only source of all of that? What great talents that he has given us. So today is the point in life that you don't need God anymore because you've got it all together, or you're working on. My kids have accomplished. My grandkids really think I'm special. It isn't just a church rule, it's a biblical rule, and when you reach the point that you separate them and you give God